Hello, my amazing miracle maker. I would love to offer you a transmission, a healing activation, an ascension expansion, a process where you get to go deeply within and allow yourself to shift your consciousness, your emotions, to evolve in the way that your soul is asking you to evolve and to also heal your cells, your body, your organs, your hormones, and your entire multi-dimensional being. So, OMG, it has been a very transformative time. And I'm still integrating after going through what you would know because you're going through it as well, which is a shedding of the old self, of the patterns, the programs, the limiting beliefs, the identities that no longer fit who you're becoming. And I really want you to be very compassionate, tender, gentle with yourself in this process. Everything that is happening, everything that you're going through is happening for your highest good, for you to emerge and be your true, authentic self, fully here, fully present, fully alive in your potency, in your power, living life in real time. What does that mean? Well, sometimes we go through experiences throughout our life as a human being where there are certain traumas or experiences, and we can be frozen in time within those experiences. And those parts of us have yet to integrate that experience, learn the lessons, and move forward. So it's almost like what we're doing in this space and why we are here and why we're going through this evolution and this ascension of self is really to integrate all of us, all aspects of who we are, to be a fully integrated being. And that's true wholeness. That's what wholeness is. And what I want to do is offer you a past life. And what I mean by past life is in this life, as well as other lives, as well as your ancestral lineage, your soul lineage, your soul family, and um, any aspect of you within the multidimensional field to come online here, where all systems, mind, body, spirit, physical, emotional, spiritual, mental, psychological, physiological, all aspects of who you are, including your superconscious, unconscious, your conscious mind. And what I want to do is just bring you fully online here. So, in terms of the past life stuff, we're going to go into the Gestalt brain, the brain that operates in linear time, where you remember who you were when you were 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We're going to go to any age where you betrayed yourself, any age where you abandoned yourself, any age where you rejected yourself, any age, and we're doing it as we speak in real time. So allow yourself to receive this transmission and healing. You're going to shift. Set the intention for this. And I'm being passionate on purpose because it's a frequency that I am bringing forth right now. And the frequency is conviction and self actualization and self-empowerment. And it's like, enough is enough. I'm ready to live my highest, truest self in totality and to fully spread my wings and fly, baby. Like, let's play. And really, the outcome and the intention is to play. Like, we get to a point in consciousness where all of this work is for you to fully just play, to be your authentic truth embodied, to be your authentic truth embodied. So going back to the Gestalt brain, the linear you, the you that is human, that is becoming, and remember you're multidimensional, so there is already a version of you, that the unchanging self, the eternal presence that animates all things, that witnesses the changing, evolving self, right? Technically, that changing, evolving self is an illusion because in every moment you're a new self. But yet, here we are, we're playing the human game. We're playing the human realm. We're here to be embodied as spiritual beings. We're here to be embodied in who we are at the deepest level. We're here to discover ourselves and witness ourselves as the source of power that we are, as the life force that we are, as the creation that we are, and the creator that we are. We are both creation and creator. We are both the dreamer and the dream. And so this is what it means to be in sacred union. So I'm going to give you the real downloads to sacred and inner union so that you can live fully in love, as love, where love is the dominant force and source that moves through your entire life experience. And you get to learn and evolve through love because you have embodied the highest code that you can embody, which is your true self as love. And the mind will never, ever, ever truly be able to perceive this. This is a non-local, non-logical experience. It's a direct experience that cannot be defined, just like God cannot be defined, just like I cannot explain to you what a lemon feels like, tastes like. Only you can have that experience of the lemon to know what it's like to have a lemon and to experience the sourness of the lemon, and to experience it in the physiological vessel in your body, on all senses, on all levels. And the other thing is that the outcome isn't just play. Really, the end game here, which is only the beginning, we're just getting started. The end game here, which is only just the beginning, the paradox of life is that it's not just play, but it's like, I'm ready to feel. I'm ready to feel it all, because what we're here to do is be sensual beings, to feel it, like to really taste the nectar of every experience, to really smell every experience, to really touch every experience, for it to be felt at the deepest level. And it's a really beautiful thing. It's a really, really beautiful thing, to be that deeply embodied. So I want you to just take a few deep breaths, going back to the Gestalt, the human you. Um, I want to delete, remove, dissolve through feeling, through actual raw facing of your emotions and your traumas and your experiences and your narratives and the internalizations that you have created for in your life where you are frozen in time because there is unprocessed stimulus, unprocessed data still in your field, and we're processing it. I know that we're jumping around right now because, I'm working on a high level concept here of alchemy and transmutation and integration and sacred union between your human self, which is illusory in the grand scheme of consciousness, because you are undefined. And yet we're integrating it with the you that is ever present, omnipotent, omniscient. You are all things. You are that. You are that. You are all. You are the all. You are the unchanging, unmanifest, eternal self. We're basically integrating your Shiva and your Shakti, the energy and the consciousness, the human and the spirit, the matter and the antimatter, the void and the light. We're bringing your masculine and your feminine in union, the finite and the infinite. So just let everything land. We're going to go deeper, I promise. Just allow yourself to breathe in and out. Just know that all that's happening is we are integrating every single time that you've betrayed yourself. And we're releasing the internalized narrative and the compensation mode that you created around that experience the very first time you did that. Every time you rescued, every time you fixed, every time, and the original time, every time you betrayed and overstepped your boundary in the name of love, in the name of need. Every time that you made a choice out of survival, but yet it betrayed your soul. Every time you went against your own intuition. We're integrating and releasing and deleting and forgiving you every time you suppressed an emotion because you didn't know what to do with it because it was too big for you, too painful for your systems, your nervous system shut down. It was too much. We're dissolving, releasing, forgiving you as you forgive, dissolve, release, and forgive yourself. The original time and every time that you said yes when you wanted to say no. When you did something to fit in, such as drugs, alcohol, party, whatever, in order to belong. And I'm just channeling right now. These are general, but I want you to really go specific because the thing that I had a kinesiology session yesterday, and it was actually really deep. Um, And what was discovered by me going deep into my unconscious is that when I was 7 years old, there was a massive trauma that happened in my family. And not through death, but through drama and divorce, I lost a family member, a cousin who is like a sister. And I never saw her again. Her mum took her away, and that was that. It's like no contact. And I was 7 or even younger, and she was like 3 or 4 or 5. something like that. And for me, what happened was I suppressed it because like I just kept going. Like I don't think that I grieved it because at that age, I don't think that I was knew how to. So I adopted a rescuer archetype as a way to compensate that grief and that loss because I was there for my family that were grieving. I just kept on going. And then it's like, oh my God, is this the pattern of me constantly rescuing and saving the situation? Um, as a way to deal with the deep emotions that I don't know how to process. Have I been suppressing my whole entire life? Is that the reason why I'm so freaking resilient and strong? Not because I actually processed the emotion, but because I kept on going, kept on trucking, kept on moving along. Um, yeah, it created a strength, but like it also created health issues because I suppressed this too. But since then, I've had like hormonal issues, and I just we're not conditioned. Like we know what the medical world is all about. Like who knows the truth about anything? Like when I was younger and I had all these hormonal issues. And I went to the doctor. The doctor put me on the pill. Here you go. That will help with all the symptoms, but it didn't get rid of the root cause. The root cause was there. And the root cause was I had childhood trauma from loss of a family member that was like ripped away from me overnight. Boom. And family members going into sadness and pain because of it. And then to top it off, I didn't know how to process that emotion. And I don't think anyone processed that emotion. I think that we all just kept on trucking. We all just kept on going. So the point is that since I was little, my hormones were affected by the emotions that I was storing at the time. And then that was just a ripple effect of so many more things that society and culture program and condition us to potentially suppress, such as, like the stuff that we go through as kids to teenagers, that transition stage of like, having to wear a mask in order to fit in, the whole thing that you feel when you want to be cool and you want to be loved and you want to be liked. So you start like creating these identities to, be something or be somebody, but it's really just a mask. It's like I'm not enough as myself. Like these are just examples of what I went through, and I'm only sharing it with you to activate any part of you that also did the same, that also, like got lost in the game that society and culture creates. And it's no one's fault. We can't blame the timeline that we're born into. We can't blame what happens, but we do have control how we process it, how we take it. So then that kinesiology session that I had yesterday, it was like, I'm ready to love the outcome and the goal and the realization was I'm ready to receive love without overstepping my boundaries, without needing to rescue, without needing to be something, someone. I'm ready to receive love just as I am. I'm ready to release all identities that do not serve my true, authentic self. I'm ready to dissolve all compensation modes around receiving love, being loved, and feeling accepted. I accept myself. I love myself. I see myself, and I give myself permission to process the grief, the shame, the pain of losing love, losing a loved one. I know who I am and how to live my day-to-day life without pressuring myself. I know who I am and how to live my day-to-day life without betraying myself, rejecting myself by overstepping my boundaries in the name of love. I know how to tend to my own needs, and I do. I grace myself with my own needs. I gift myself unconditional love, and I know how to meet my own needs, and I do. So this is just the activation for you, my miracle maker, because we most likely have a resonance. There's a resonance there. So can you let down all the walls? Can you let go of all the masks? Can you release all the internalizations? I have to's, obligations, pressures, being hard on yourself. And can you have the unconditional love for yourself? Own, claim, feel, allow the unconditional love for yourself to honor and know how to honor your boundaries, to identify your boundaries moment by moment and know how to be so deeply attuned to your body's needs that your body comes first, your emotions come first, your needs come first, no matter what. No matter what, no matter what. This is true self-love, which is the inner union. That you trust your inner masculine, that you trust your inner feminine, that you know how to nurture yourself, you know how to protect yourself, you know how to give to yourself, you know how to receive for yourself, and you give yourself permission. Like, it's really a permission thing. And it's not that I was purposefully trying to be like unloving towards myself. The realization was that I don't know how to love without overstepping my boundaries. That was the realization. I don't know how to love without overstepping my boundaries. For me, love was always um like a like a role, a job, a duty, uh, um but beneath all of that, it's truly natural. It's it all came in the name of love. It all came in the name of protection, which made me realize that I'm actually quite dominant in my masculine. Very dominant, like I'm a protector, and that's a masculine trait. So then when I realized, like, I'm actually like really dominant in my masculine, like I protect people, like it's like I'm the guy when I'm like with a girlfriend, having lunch, and then I'll be like, can I get you some water? Can I get you, like, I'm gonna pay for it. I'm going to, take care of this person. Like I'm always caring, 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 caring. And this is an identity that we're releasing right now. So I'm like so caring. And that's like a masculine. That's the inner masculine. I was like, oh shit, like I'm actually really dominant in my masculine, but yet I have this feminine frame. And what if I adopted this over masculinity because of the rescuer archetype, keeping everything together, fixing everyone's problems, holding the energy for everyone else when there's chaos, because I can. That was the belief. I can, so why not? I can. I have that skill, so why not? But just because you have that skill doesn't mean you need to actually play that role all the time, right? And so maybe that's what was I mean, screwing my hormones is like I'm not enough in my feminine. What is that? What's it like to be in the feminine? And again, I'm sharing this with you for you to rebalance your masculine and feminine, to have that level of discernment. So I want you to take a deep breath in, and we're going to go into your timeline now. 5 years old. I just want you to meet with your 5-year-old self. And just take a deep breath in. And just see, feel, notice what you notice around age 5. It can be around your goal, it can be around your intention, or just see what comes up. Feel into your 5-year-old self and give your 5-year-old self a hug. Feel free to communicate with your 5-year-old self and ask what she needs. And feel free to speak to your 5-year-old self and ask some questions, show some interest, show some presence and care. Be a soul mirror, a beautiful presence for your 5-year-old self. And just reflect back to your 5-year-old self any feelings that are there, any needs that are to be claimed, any dreams or desires to be witnessed. And I want you to see your true self through your 5-year-old self. See her affectionate nature. See her playful nature. Witness your true self as you witness your 5-year-old self. And as I'm channeling and as you're breathing and allowing this to take place, I want you to just say, I want you to ask your 5-year-old self, will you forgive me? Will you forgive me? I can already sense the 5-year-old self is like, yeah, because that's what 5-year-olds are. They're pure source energy. So just allow yourself to be forgiven by your inner self. And I want you to just now be sitting next to your 5-year-old self and just witness a beautiful pink orb of light swirl all the way around your entire auric field. This beautiful pink orb of light, and it's swirling down all the way your body, down, down, down your body, all the way to your feet. And then it's swirling back up all the way around your body, all the way to your crown. It's going from the crown to the heavens and the cosmic realms, and it's also moving down through the cosmic realms to the earth star chakras beneath your feet, beneath the earth's core. And this orb of pink light is the law of compassion. And it actually enters eventually into your crown and it goes into your brain. And it starts moving into your brain, into the midbrain where your real third eye is. And it enters into your throat, moves into your muscles, moves into any part of your body that you witness. And we're going to say, I forgive myself. And you're forgiving when you betrayed, abandoned, rejected, didn't love, didn't accept yourself, when you judged yourself, when you attacked yourself, when you blamed yourself on all timelines, every age, any age, past life, where you made mistakes, where you suppressed, where you repressed, where you were reckless, times that you were reckless, the times that you made the wrong decision, knowing that there is no such thing because spirit always redirects us to our path anyway. So there's only support. And then we're just going to say it as this pink frequency of unconditional love and compassion enters into your heart and your gut and clears your vessel out, your glands and your sex organs and all the chakras, your base, your sacral, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your third eye, your crown, your entire skin, your nadis, your cells, every aspect of your beingness, your emotional body, your emotional body. We're creating sacred union between your emotional body and your spiritual body. You're no longer going to suppress your truth. You're no longer going to repress your truth. You're no longer going to feel lost. You're no longer going to doubt yourself. You're no longer going to have any insecurity because true self-love, with true self-love, when you look in the mirror, there is no criticism. There's only love. You know, the way that you want to be loved by your lover, your current or future lover, you want them to see you. You want them to love you unconditionally. You want them to embrace you. Why can't you do that for yourself? You know, it's like, yeah, you really can let go of all self-criticisms and all insecurities and choose right here, right now to be secure within yourself because you're giving yourself security. Because your inner masculine and your inner feminine is ready to give you security. You're ready to be secure. You're ready to gift yourself security. I'm secure within myself. I'm secure within myself. I'm secure within myself because I'm living my truth and I know my truth. And I'm no longer confused as to who I am. Like I remember that 5-year-old self is a mirror to your spirit, to your true self in your totality. So let the law of compassion and the frequency of compassion truly set you free right now as you breathe in and breathe out. And I'm witnessing this for you. And yeah, maybe the compensation mode was that like you didn't process your emotions, so you just shot up in your head and you started living a very um logical, heady, over analyzing, overthinking self. But really, like your true self is all about joy. Your true self is just about joy. I mean, really, that's the true meaning of life is play and joy. Really. So it's like, are you giving yourself permission to actually play, to actually walk this earth with faith that that is your true purpose? Take a deep breath in. We're healing your sex organs, your hormones, your physical organs from any emotional suppression that has created an imbalance. We're releasing the grief, the identity confusion, and we're releasing the pressure that society, culture, and the family system places on you to succeed. We're releasing any part of you that feels like a failure because that's just merely a judgment. And there is no failure, really. I mean, this whole time you've been successful. This whole time you've been successful because you've been living, you've been alive. The very act of being alive means that you are already a success and already complete. So take a deep breath in. I'm going to give you a message around choice. And then we're going to do some downloads, and this will reprogram your brain to be fully free so that you're not stuck in any timeline. Like, my intention for this activation is to unhook you from being stuck in any timeline. Imagine who you are when you're fully source consciousness embodied in the present moment. You're literally complete. There's nothing missing. You're whole. You don't need anything. You don't need anyone. And all of a sudden, a divine lover comes in and witnesses that wholeness, and they're whole and you're whole. And then it's just like, let's do life together or let's play together. There is a choice that you need to make. You are aware of it already, or it is coming to your awareness very soon. Embrace the unknown and say yes. You have the opportunity to enrich your world, to receive, and therefore be able to share much more. If anxiety or fear arises, guilt or shame, treat it as the cleansing of your emotional waters as they receive so much more inflow from the divine ocean. Let the old layers rise to the surface of your awareness to be washed away. What seems to be so much in the context of your own emotional waters is not so much at all when compared to what the great ocean is capable of holding. So let the divine ocean take the old, washing it away from you and replenishing you with the new, that you may serve life all the better. So as you're receiving this transmission, the waters are cleansing the old identities that no longer fit who you're becoming, such as the roles of rescuer, victim, perpetrator, and witness, bystander, rescuer, victim, perpetrator, bystander, clearing all of these identities. Basically, if you were to have one role and one identity or archetype to play with, I would say be the lover. Be the lover. The lovers and the artists are the ones that are changing the world because we are loving with an open heart, no matter what. Nothing and no one is going to stop me from loving. Okay. The lovers and the artists are the ones that are transforming this planet. And this planet is transforming on its own awakening journey. So let that happen and play. Express yourself. You are your own muse. Take a deep breath in. This oracle brings you guidance. It is safe to choose now. There is no wrong choice, just a choice that resonates with your heart. If it is challenging you, that is an opportunity for you to let the divine cleanse and lift you into the vibration where you feel at peace with your choice, where you can accept the grace it will bring you. Do this now. It is your time to step up, make your life easier on yourself, and open to love in a more trusting way. Come now. The divine is calling you to play. I'm going to say that last bit again. It is your time to step up, make your life now. Make your life easier on yourself. Open to love in a more trusting way. Come now. The divine is calling you to play. So I want to really release any part of you that's protecting yourself from love by doubting your experience, because what that's doing is it's like subconsciously your heart's not 100% open and your awareness and your presence isn't 100% online because you're trying to protect yourself from love by saying, oh, I'm not ready for that. Or, oh, that happens to others, but it doesn't happen to me. Or it doesn't come, true love doesn't come around so easily. You know, like all of these subconscious subtleties. But the thing is, it's like, I want you to be positive. I want you to be like, every day in any way, I am meeting the love of my life through any vessel that wants to express that. Like these days, it's like I go and wherever I go, love is there, which made me realize like I don't need to attach myself to one love. I have infinite love. Like, but it's just reflecting the open-heartedness. So it's like I go to the barista and I have like this exchange with the guy that makes my coffee. It's just like two people smiling at each other. It's like, hey, it's just it feels so nice. And then I go and I'm walking past the butcher and the butcher's like, hey, and I'm like, hey, and it's like have a good day. And like everything is love. So it's like, why do I need to attach myself to one love when I can have infinite love? Why define it when it is boundless and undefined? Why define yourself when you're boundless and undefined? So take that as a transmission. I want you to take a deep breath in. This is the rest of the oracle for oh, it's not coming up for choice. That's the card that I'm reading. Choice. The choice. The choice. What's the choice that you need to make? I'm all for this download. I choose myself no matter what. I choose myself no matter what. I choose myself no matter what. I will always choose myself. I will always be chosen by myself. I will always choose myself. I have mastered choosing myself. Our lives are measured in choices we have made along the path we call living. Each compass point, a possibility. Each step, an opportunity. Seemingly random, each decision moves us in a direction, both unknown yet somehow familiar. For upon reflection, the strength we find in choosing or the surrender of letting all unfold leads us to the place we started from when we made that first choice to be here again. Allow that transmission to land. I want you to just now go within, go within. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I choose myself. I choose myself. Now I'm just moving my hips in a circular motion because what I'm sensing is that the life force, the sexual energy, the turn on energy wants to rise. It wants to express. Your inner sensual being wants to rise. So I'm just moving my hips and that's just activating that. So I forgive myself. I choose myself. Let's just say this a few more times. I forgive myself. I choose myself on all timelines and dimensions and every age leading up to now. I forgive myself. I choose myself on all timelines and every age leading up to now, including past lives, ancestral imprints, and soul level. I forgive myself. I choose myself. I forgive myself. I choose myself. Creator of all that is, super consciousness, it is commanded to download in every age from conception till now. I forgive myself. I choose myself. Releasing all self-betrayal, self-abandonment, self-rejection, repression of emotions, suppression of grief, fear, taking on others' emotions. not meeting your own needs, not meeting my own needs. I forgive myself and I choose myself. And I now know how to meet my own needs, and I do. I choose myself. I honor myself, and I know how to meet my own needs. I am the master of meeting my own needs without compromise, without splitting myself, without judging myself, without feeling guilty. Take a deep breath in. And you're just going to go within now and just rest and breathe. Rest and breathe. Maybe you want to just move and shake and make a sound, just to release some energy. Or place your hands that are vibrating at pure unconditional love onto any part of the body. I know what it feels like to be one with myself. Breathe. I know how to live in harmony with my inner masculine and feminine. Breathe. I know who I am beyond identity and form. Breathe. I am anchored in my soul's truth. I am a living temple of divine love. I embody the essence of sacred union from the Creator's perspective and definition of sacred union. I radiate truth from my aura and heart. I am whole even as I desire connection. I no longer seek validation from others. I validate myself, and I know how to. I allow my inner masculine to provide, protect, and direct. I allow my inner feminine to soften, receive, and create. I know how to balance doing and being. I know when to take action and when to surrender. I feel safe in intimacy with myself. I feel safe being truly seen because I see myself. I know how to express my needs without guilt. I allow myself to be vulnerable and powerful. I love myself unconditionally through all cycles. Breathe. I know what divine respect feels like in my body. Feel it. I am worthy of a sacred partner who honors my wholeness. I embody divine standards for love. I release all karmic contracts not aligned with truth. I call in only that which is meant for my highest good. I know how to feel safe in love. I am no longer afraid of being abandoned. I am no longer afraid of being smothered. I know what sovereign union feels like. I am and feel in harmony with divine timing. Take a deep breath in. Slow down your breath. I trust the unfolding of my soul's love story. I magnetize sacred union through my essence. Breathe. I release pressure to be anything other than myself. I know how to be my true self. I receive love without condition or performance. I no longer associate love with sacrifice, rescuing, victimization, hurt, and pain or loss. I embody the energy of divine balance. I am a clear channel for God's love. I allow divine intelligence to guide my union. I live as a blessing to the one who finds me. I trust that my soul's beloved is finding me through grace and ease. I let go of control and trust in divine orchestration with ease. I no longer fear being too much. I no longer shrink to be loved. I embrace all that I am in sacred remembrance. Breathe. I allow and know how to allow pleasure and joy to lead my path. I express myself with honesty and clarity. I know how to set boundaries with love. I receive emotional intimacy with joy. I receive emotional intimacy with ease. I no longer confuse chaos with passion. I am attracted only to those who reflect my inner wholeness. I release patterns of rescuing or fixing in relationships. I know how to hold space without self-sacrifice. I know what sacred co-creation feels like. Feel it. I allow my soul's partner to meet me in truth. I release fear-based connection. I receive soul-based connection. I love without attachment or conditions. I bond without losing myself. I am not afraid of being alone. I love my solitude. I am not afraid of being loved. I love love and I love being loved and I love love. I know how to hold space for my divine masculine energy. I know how to honor divine feminine energy. I walk in grace and embodied wisdom. Take a deep breath in and out. I live from a space of devotion, not obligation. I trust the rhythms of my body and heart. I release the need to rush or perform. I embody a love that is eternal. And I know how to feel eternal love. I receive divine clarity in love. I know how to listen to my inner guidance. I am receptive to love that nourishes me. I offer love that liberates others without needing to or having to. I am that. I am receptive to love that nourishes me. I magnetize conscious, awakened partnership, and I am worthy of that. I know my value. I know my value. I remember my value. Take a deep breath in. I release illusions about love and perfection. I see love and I feel love in all things. I see love as a path of awakening, and I delete all paths and allow myself to be present. I know how to hold duality in love. I know how to hold non-duality in love. I have the creator's perspective and definition of duality and non-duality. Love without borders and conditions. I feel safe in emotional depth. I feel safe being lighthearted and playful. I embody sacred sensuality. I have the creator's perspective and definition of sacred sensuality. I feel safe in my sexual expression. I am no longer ashamed of my desires. I allow my desires to be met with discernment, desires from the heart, desires from the true self, desires from the truth. I am magnetic because I am myself, fully, wholeheartedly, unapologetically. I no longer fear rejection. I release all trauma stored in my body from past relationships. Okay, so that one, we're going to let the light shine on you. So the light from their heavens, as if a cloud is just above you, and it's like that stereotypical, like heaven has just opened its gates. The light is shining on your physical body from the cosmic realm as the earth holds you, or the earth nourishes you, or rocks you, or touches you as the Divine Mother and the Cosmic Father, the Earth Mother and the Heavenly Father both come into this space right here and right now where your ancestors are witnessing you. Your spirit team is with you, holding your hand as you unite with all of you in sacred intimacy, no longer separate from anything. And all trauma stored in your body as a symptom, as a cause, as a frequency, as a distorted field of consciousness is now being witnessed and dissolved by the sacred marriage that is taking place within yourself with your light and with your earth star. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. I integrate lessons from love without bitterness. I bless my past and walk forward in peace. I am loyal to my own soul first. I love in alignment with God's truth. I hold divine boundaries with love, feeling safe and secure to do so. I give myself safety and security to hold, have, express, create, and set boundaries with love so that I know who I am without emotional, energetic, physical, and chemical parasites. I know who I am without parasitic energy attaching to me. Succubus energy attaching to me. Vampiric energy attaching to me. I am impervious to all of that. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. I love in alignment with God's truth. I no longer betray myself to be loved. I speak my truth without fear. I allow my heart to open and expand. I am radiant. I am sovereign, and I am available from the creator's perspective and definition of radiant, sovereign, and available. I know what sacred partnership requires of me. And I give myself permission to be in sacred partnership with myself and creator. I rise to meet that calling with grace. I trust myself to love well. I embody joy in my union with life. I am in sacred union with the divine. I love God with every part of my being. I let God love me fully through this body. I allow divine partnership to be my joy and play. I embrace love as a holy flame. I release fear of loss in love. I trust that love will always return to me in a new form, and it does. I am open to miracles in love. I know what divine reconciliation feels like. I hold myself as a precious soul worthy. I let my beloved see the real me. I express my truth without apology. I let go of timelines, conditions, and control. I rest in the present moment. I see beauty in each and every stage of my life. I'm never behind in love. I am guided by soul, not scarcity. I walk in my own rhythm. I love with purity and presence. I honor the sacred cycles of union and separation. I do not chase, I attract what's aligned. I no longer fear conflict in sacred relationships. I express anger and truth with love. I forgive myself and others completely. I release soul contracts that no longer serve. I update my energetic agreements with love. I enter into union from wholeness, not lack. I rise in love, not fall. I bring reverence in every act of connection without the position, role, and obligation. I know what it feels like to love without losing energy. I allow love to expand my field. I receive gentleness and care. I give gentleness and care. I embody softness and sovereignty. I hold mystery and clarity in equal measure. I receive love that mirrors my inner God. I know what it feels like to be met in every way. I no longer settle for less than sacred. I embody my divine blueprint for love. I feel safe dissolving into oneness with another when the time is right, within the right divine time. I no longer settle for less than sacred. I know how to hold on to my sense of self at all times. I am ready to co-create new worlds through union. I walk in reverence for my own beauty. I no longer question my worthiness in love. Take a deep breath in and out. I feel divinely protected in love. I am already chosen by God. I am a vessel for the holy love. I honor my body as sacred ground. I release shame and guilt around love and my body. I open my womb, my heart, and all spaces within me to divine love from the Creator's perspective and definition of divine love. I know what it feels like to be held by a beloved. I trust that I'm still. I trust in my stillness. I do not rush love. I do not close my heart. I stay open even when afraid. I trust the divine plan for my heart. I co-create with the beloved within. I let my life become an offering of love. I celebrate every step toward union. Take a deep breath in and out. I am ready. I am already one with the love I seek. I let love transform me gently. I bless every soul who showed me more of myself. I stand whole and radiant in the now. I call back all my energy from past lovers in this life or other lifetimes. I live with an open heart and a wise mind. I trust myself to discern true union. I magnetize truth through embodiment. I let spirit guide my love story. I welcome love, growth, and devotion. I no longer abandon myself in love. I am a safe space I long for. I am the sacred mirror of truth. I embody heaven on earth through love. I walk in God's grace. I release the illusion of separation. I am already divine union in form. I trust the divine orchestration of love. I allow this love to change me. I allow this love to awaken me. I allow this love to fulfill me. I allow this love to free me. I live with devotion to the beloved. I honor sacred polarity within and without. Take a deep breath in. I am no longer afraid of my power in love. I rest in the arms of divine love. I embody unity in every breath. I am sacred union in motion. I release all fear around intimacy and sacred union. I give myself permission to fully be loved as I am, exactly as I am, for who I am in truth. And I let go of all beliefs, judgments, criticisms, and imprints of not being enough and not being lovable. I release all of that now. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. Until the next transmission, let this be the activation and initiation for you to walk through the threshold to your inner and sacred union. Inner and sacred union. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. And so it is. You are now witnessed, healed, whole, complete, allowing yourself to know that love is infinite.